Hey guys, I am Chris Gaylor.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we're back with you guys with Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 23.
Two paths. Last episode, Thorfinn took 100 hits in order to meet with Canute. And the people that were cheering on like their fighter to punch him and you know, take him down, they stopped cheering. Because Thorfinn was just that strong. He showed them his resolve and they respected him. He was called a true warrior. And he gave a speech last episode that was fucking great, where he said, we don't know each other. Why are we fighting? Like, I have no beef with any of you.
I have no enemies.
I have no enemies.
Full circle.
Yes. So you got to meet with Canute and they both said their piece, him and Einar. Canute though is not listening. He's convinced he's right. He's saying he's got a rebellion against God and he's gonna reach his utopia. He's gonna save the Vikings. But what he doesn't care about is all the little people he's gonna kill to get there.
Those who should have his help.
Yeah. Einar also said something really strong last episode about how, like, I don't give a fuck about what you want or what the kings before you want, like your little dreams, because you are making me and my family suffer. You took everything from me, right? So when is that gonna stop? But Canute is blinded by his grief and his vision, and I don't know what we're gonna do. He literally said, you're gonna have to kill me. So again, he's forcing two choices on Thorfinn. You kill or you run away. But we've said that we want another path. So maybe we find that path today? We'll see.
Hopefully.
Let's jump in this episode and find out. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
Alright, let's go.
世を止めることができるか
Wow, it looks good.
アシェラットのように帰ってくれトレイ殺すのちこういう風にできてんだ
But we want to change it.
強い奴の理屈が押し通るんだバイキングども
Basically saying, I want it more than you, so I have the right. Which, that's not okay.
愚かなり未だ王になりきれぬか
You are hunted, buddy.
なぜあのような下船の者どもに
You're in darkness and he's in the light.
などと思うたのでは奴らは哀れな羊の群れ羊に理解できようか支配あるのみだ羊のためなのだ
You're gonna listen to your dad now?
クヌート
The other voice. Two paths.
無茶を通すつもりなら殺せ
Listen to the other voice.
Listen to the light.
断崖へ走らせることもあるのだ殺せ
Shut up.
果たせ
He needs to be saved.
俺は逃げる逃げるだけか
You won't fight back?
他に何ができるここでお前と差し違えろってのかよ多くの人を助けて、少しの人を虐げる悪いことかわからないしお前の無茶を責める資格もない
Crazy ideas, yeah.
逃げるしかないだろ
Why don't you talk about Vinland here? No, that's not a good idea.
そなたはただ還元をしに来たのか
Yeah, he wanted to talk with you, and he did.
There's a lack of
yeah.
resistance. There's a lack of confrontation. He doesn't like it.
Fucking waste of time. I could be home right now.
Stop this. No. Okay. But what? No, but it's true. What else can he do? He'll let him do the work himself, I think. He's intelligent enough to reach the same conclusion. Fuck off. Hey, I mean, we haven't seen him this happy, you know?
He's not happy. I think he's delusional.
He lost it.
He thinks that Thorfinn is delusional right now.
世と駆け引きをしたがる者は多いなんだそなたは大バカ者め
He's no fool.
I think he's the better man out of the two of you.
農場接種をやめろと言いに来ただけか
Are you okay?
そんなに面白いかよこれほどくだらない和平交渉は初めてだ
Maybe it's that simple and you're just not realizing it.
逃げるかああ
He looks more like himself.
中からこのような男が生まれうるのか美しい男だ
And you still won't listen?
争いを離れここじゃないどこかだ お前に教え
Yeah,
る
don't mention Vinland because he'll go after that too.
No. I have my own
は
paradise.
広がり続けている
You won't get
や
there.
がてそこにも
Well, technically you will through his
逃げ
descendants.
てやるさ俺は戦わない
He's doing what his ancestors did.
For peace.
お前とは違うやり方で
He'll prove Canute wrong in his own way.
生きていけない人たちのために
I love that.
お前と
そなたが埋めるというのか。
お前よりずっと小さいんだあんまりでかい穴は手に負えねえそのうち誰にもお前を助けることはできなくなるお前も努力しろ俺の仕事を増やすな
Like friends, man. Bigger brother. He's like, dude.
口が回るようになったものだ。似たのであろうな。
Him. Hey now.
It's Thor's, it's Askeladd, it's
Hey
everyone.
now.
This episode is gorgeous, by the way.
これほど難しいわ。
Ah, he's changed his speech. It's a challenge. And this is great. He mocked him, but yeah, he's got a point.
船をね
They left.
どこ行ったクヌート
He left.
And he was about to do something stupid. It is
て
done.
ねえだろうが
Hey man. Canute
He did
left?
it?
不老貴殿が王城から手を引く理由がわからんと
そなたも不満か。
いいえ
You grew, man.
他の農場を接収する計画も白紙に戻す。仕事を増やしては悪いのでな。
An old friend put some sense into his head. That's nice.
It's an interesting approach, but it works because if he had challenged Canute, Canute would have seen it as another obstacle.
そなたぐらいしかおらぬと思っていた。
Like, don't stop him from reaching his utopia, but make it better.
新たな仲間を得た。
That's a path.
その後イングランド財政を圧迫していた解散を命じる
So that he'll get his money.
クヌート直属のデンマーク人部隊は危惧されたイングランドでの反乱は起こらなかった
He took a gamble and it worked.
手放すことでイングランドの諸侯はクヌートの信頼を知り複者の関係が変
Trust.
化しようとしていた
Don't treat them like enemies, treat them like allies, just like with Thorfinn. And you'll achieve greater things. He's so good. We did it, man. We did it.
良い気分だ。
Now you're
Yeah.
pretty good.
He was mocking Thorfinn when he laughed, but I did feel like we saw more of the old Canute than we've had in a while.
But I mean, Thorfinn succeeded in making see reason at the end.
He stood tall and he never wavered in front of Canute. To see him walk with a cane sort of right now, I'm like, dude, he was being so strong.
生きなければならないの。
Because as long as you're alive, there's a chance.
もういいのか
No, but
大丈夫だ
無茶すんじゃねえよ
I can't promise that.
Maybe season 3. Who knows?
I want to know what Einar's gonna do.
行くのかトロフィー
Please, please, finally, yes.
知恵
Iceland first and then Vinland.
息を引き取るとき生きなければならないのか死に安らぎを求める魂にかけられるって言うんだ生きろと言える世界が欲しい救いを持たない人たちに
Give them hope.
って語れるそんな血をそれだけをみんな求めて
Fucking peace. That's what we want. They're so determined. We're going to Vinland.
La grande migration.
That's all of them. They're, migrating. They're moving on to another place, a better place.
ないなら
He looks so much more like his dad.
作る
Yes.
Make your own paradise.
Create that path for everyone.
エイナル
You coming with us? Please? please?
兄弟
Oh.
一緒に来い平和の国を作るんだ、アルネイズさんに胸を張って語れるような。
やろう兄弟、海の向こうに国を作ろう。
The music is so fucking good.
アルネイズのために
Oh, the
Are
heart
they-
shifts then. We're going there, buddy. We're going there. After we go see mom and sister. Please,
Mom and sister.
just give me that. Please. It feels like we've waited for him to go home for years.
It has been
Not for
years.
us, not for us. I'm glad he's still alive. He's still alive too.
これでいいのか。
出しゃばってやったことですから。
旦那や農場のみんなには王を説得したってことにしてやる。
助かります。
アルネイズの墓は任せなさい。
Thanks for all you did. Because I don't think he would have achieved that.
ありがとう。
He would have lost the farm. He was gonna give it up.
Yeah.
あなたのようになりたい。優しい本物の男に。
あなたは
You did a good thing.
戦いをやめる決断を
You're
し
already
た
a
と
man.
聞きました。15年もかかってしまった、でも自分が何をすべきか分かったんです。素晴らしい農場です。守っていってください。
Do better than your father.
大旦那様、ありがとうございました。いつも
The music and everything. That's
ただの契約だと筋合いはない。
because they were slaves. He wasn't forced to accept any deal.
持って行って欲しかったんだけど。
It was not about the money or the gold.
俺の名はロワルド。
Ah.
グリムの子。
The name that he was ashamed of.
I'll still call you Snake. But that's true respect. You get to know the real him.
ロワルドさん。皆さん、お元気で。
They look way older than their voice sounds. But they've been through some
It's
shit.
because of their hardship.
I know. I hope you do better, buddy. You still have something great
Oh, I
here.
was working on the farm.
Well, he was complaining about that in the beginning. He truly grew. I'm proud of him.
And he married the woman also.
Well, I don't know about marry her,
I'm
but
guessing that he's gonna marry her. Come on.
everyone is working towards.
To rebuild the farm.
Yeah,
Carve it into your flesh.
it means a
Carve
lot.
into the
It means
land.
something different now. In the beginning, when we read those words, it felt like with the sword and leaving scars and shit. This is different. So does that mean he comes back in the future?
Carve it into your spoils. Carve it into your enemies.
兄貴はいつになったら働くんだよ。
Dude.
ほらほら。うっせえな。この
Oh man, the music.
こんなのすぐ終わらせてやるぜ。ずっと耐え抜く人生だった。この世の断りだと。
There's another path.
あのような者たちを目にできるとはな。私たちが想像もしなかった世界へ。
Someplace better. That was a really beautiful episode. So, does that mean that next episode is all about going home?
I mean, the title is called Home.
Yes, it
So
is.
hopefully it is.
So, we got Canute to think about another way. We called him out on his bullshit in a way. We were like, okay, dude, okay. I believe if you had gone to Canute and opposed his idea of the utopia, try to stop him, he would have only reacted by fighting back. Right? That's all he knows. That's all. That's what every one of these guys know.
That's what people do when they believe that
Confronted.
when they are confronted and they know that they are wrong, but they are trying to push it. And if you try to, I don't know that I forgot the time, but if you try to make see them that they are bullshitting everybody else, they're gonna fight back and protest.
It's
That's not what Thorfinn did.
opposition leads to struggle and them fighting back, right? Like Thorfinn offered no resistance. He said his piece. He told Canute what he wanted, Canute made it clear that there was no stopping him unless you killed him. And Thorfinn was saying, I'm trying to achieve, like, he's trying to achieve peace. He won't, just like he said, I'm trying to achieve peace, so I won't beat them up to get to the peace, right? So he won't kill Canute to reach peace. And he's also questioning himself about how to create Vinland, how to create a utopia where there's no war, there's no slaves. And he doesn't really know yet how that will be done. Now he's saying he's going to go to Vinland, he's going to build it, he's going to create that place where people, when they have no way to go and they're like saying, oh, this world is hell and I've suffered so much, I don't know what to do, he's going to offer them another path, right? So that's his solution, and he's slowly going to build towards that. But before, like a few episodes ago, he was wondering, what's the other option? Like, what do I do? So he can't, it's true, he can't really say to Canute, your way is wrong, right? Because he doesn't really know the right answer. If he had all the solutions, it'd be easy to be like, that's how you do it. Okay, moving on. But since he's also questioning himself, and since even his solution could lead to problems in the future, and there's no fighting against the entire world, if the entire world decides to fight you on this, right? So calling Canute out on his dream would not make sense to Thorfinn, and I think if he had done that anyway, it would have sounded like hypocritical, or Canute would have found a way to fight against that and like find the flaw in his logic, and he would have fought back. Stepping back and being like, I said my piece, and if you're not gonna listen, then I'm gonna run away and create that world that you say I can create here. You won't create that world for everyone. You're saying you're gonna save these people. I don't know how to change them, but all those people that you're gonna sacrifice, I'm gonna bring them with me and give them that world.
It just said that Canute believed that for his own peace, his own utopia, he needs to sacrifice the few to save the many. But not everybody can live in that type of world, so Thorfinn's main goal is to take those people and create a place for them so that they can live. Those who cannot exist in Canute's world will go to Thorfinn's world.
And since he can't call out Canute on what he's trying to create, because it still makes sense, like he said, trying to save the many by having to sacrifice the few, you can't really... Realistically, you can't really say anything against that, because saving everyone sounds impossible. But instead of being like, okay, I agree with you, Canute, let's save the many by sacrificing the few, he's saying, why can't we do both? Like, why can't you create your utopia for those you can save, and those that you can't, I'm going to take care of. And by doing that, by literally giving Canute his own path, by being like, okay, you know what, I won't go with you, but I won't go against you. Instead, I'll do something on my own. He literally he showed Canute that there is some good in the world, that not everyone is lost, that not everyone is in need of saving, and that there are other ways to achieve his utopia. And he laughed at Thorfinn in the episode, and I was like, okay, at first I was like, okay, does that bring back a bit of his childhood? Like, does that bring back a bit of the old Canute?
I mean, you were right, the fact that Thorfinn is the first one who brought a true smile on Canute's face in 4 years.
He was mocking him because he was like, all you suffered, like all you went through, only for that, right? Like it didn't make sense, because he also is going through so much, and he's like, it needs to have a purpose, right? We need to have a purpose. But saying that Thorfinn had no purpose in doing this, and that leaving meant nothing, like leaving meant giving up on his goal, that's not true. He's just saying that if he can't change Canute's mind, he's still gonna follow through with his path, but he's gonna achieve it somewhere else if he can do it here.
I mean, Thorfinn said it best. I mean, I suffered 100 punches to talk to you and change your mind, and you won't change your mind. That's a fucking waste of my time. I'm gonna go bye, bitch.
Well, no, but Canute thought it was funny because he's like, that's a waste of peace talks, right? Like that has absolutely no purpose. But there was a purpose there. There was an understanding, like that makes sense, because what Thorfinn is trying to achieve would not be possible if he forced his way onto Canute.
True.
So calling him out on that, offering him that other opportunity, that other path, but also being like, I'm supporting you, right? Instead of being an enemy, being an ally, being like, I support your idea of utopia, and you're going to do it the way you want. I'm going to take care of those you can't take care of, because your way is not my way. But being like, together we'll work towards something great, and don't make it harder on me. Basically calling him out by being like, do better. Because if you mess up, I'm gonna have to work harder. He's challenging him. He made it interesting. He kind of he gave him a challenge. He gave him a task, and he was like, "You say that you have all the answers. You claim to know how to reach to utopia. So don't take the easy way out by stealing lands and by taking the simple answer of look, I need money, so I'll take it, right?
By oppressing people and making people suffer, you're making more work for me because I need to take those people and give them a piece.
He literally said, we'll work towards your idea, but it's your idea. If you make me work for it, like, dude, you're not worthy of calling it your idea. So do your best. Do your best to leave the least amount of innocents dead after this, so I don't have to clean up after your mess. He called him out on his bullshit. But it worked, man, it worked. And it's true, right? What happened with Thorfinn, making him an ally, seeing him as an ally, working towards a similar goal instead of an enemy that you have to crush because otherwise you won't achieve your utopia, that worked. So then you turn around and you give the benefit of the doubt to the people that follow you, the lords in England, right? By giving them your trust, believing that they can reciprocate it, because he saw that in Thorfinn there's good, and he's like, oh, so there are some people that I can trust. There are some people that want to do good, and they're not all like beasts that I had to shepherd, right?
Severable, yeah.
Yeah. So trusting people, giving them your trust, and in exchange they give you loyalty, that is another way to do things. And I don't think he would have done that, or, you know, reached a conclusion that it's possible to do that. It's possible to trust them to do things. You would not have thought of that until seeing Thorfinn like this, because Thorfinn proved to him that he doesn't need to be shepherded anywhere, right? Like, he doesn't need to be guided because he has his path, he has his idea, and he's just as good as you, right? He will help you. Basically, don't do things on your own. Accept help from others and trust them to you know, push you forward towards your utopia. You can't do it on your own. So that makes sense. Does that make sense what we're saying? It makes sense to me.
I guess.
But basically, we got him to change his mind about how he's going to achieve his dream, and that is all we could ask for from Canute, right? Beyond that, it's going to be what we do with the rest. He won't stop. Like, he's still going to have to defend his country. He's still going to have to fight those that oppose him. Like, he's still going to have to be king, but it's not just him above everyone.
Better ways now.
Yeah, it's not just. It's not going to be about stealing land to it. It's not like the. Anything is possible. Anything is okay as long as we reach that end game, right? Something needs to be left after that, because otherwise Thorfinn is going to be the one cleaning up the mess, and that's just, you're making it worse, right? Instead of making it better. But that was a really beautiful episode. Visually, emotionally, the two characters, like Canute and Thorfinn, are literally the same coin, like two sides of the same coin, different ways of achieving the same thing, but they fit well together when they work as a team, and this is great.
Look at Thorfinn being such a role model for everybody.
He changed.
Like Canute, he make him see another way to achieve his goal. To Almar, he showed him how to be a true man. You know?
Omar, who became a true man in all this story, this season, right?
You can be a true man and women in different ways. Not necessarily only by showing strength in a fight with a sword and killing as many people as you can, but by standing your ground, standing for your people, just trying to be peaceful and being kind. You can
working towards something better.
Yeah.
Building things with your own hands, not relying on others to do it for you. Just, I think what's more important for me, like in this episode, but also in this entire season, was the details and the hands, right? Chipped fingernails and just lines on the hands, because it's a testament to the hard work that they had to do every day to survive, right?
There's
as a slave.
Easy path.
Yeah, and I guess, like, you could say, if you compare, like, if you look at someone's hands and, like, you see, for example, Thorfinn, Einar, their hands are battered and scarred because they work hard, because they were slaves, because, like, they had to do this, they had to suffer to survive, versus a pompous lord like even Canute. If you look at Canute's hand, for sure, like, there's nothing there, but
yes,
you can connect these two through hard work. And it's important that we all understand that. Like, we all need to work together to achieve something better. Not as enemies, but as allies, just like Canute and Thorfinn. We all have to get our hands dirty. We all have to build things up. Because if we don't, what's the solution? Stealing it from other people who worked hard to build it?
Yeah.
That just brings more, like, don't steal from others. Build it yourself so that it's yours, and from there you can make things better. If you steal from others, it's just going to create that cycle of, like, revenge and hate, and that doesn't work. But I really loved how, like, everyone at the end of the episode became one team. Like, Olmar became a man, but he finally started doing the work willingly, meddling, like being the Lord's son or being in charge of the farm, because I don't know if Kettle's coming back from this, but...
No, he seemed pretty broken still.
Yeah, but still, instead of lording over all the slaves or the retainers and stuff, he's out there too, just like Kettle used to do, but he's out there on the same level, and he values what he brings just like he values what they bring. It's not about pushing down people because you think you feel you're higher. It's about working together. That's how you create the future. That's how you create the utopia.
Even Snake's men and himself are helping to rebuild the farm.
But that's a big difference too from before, because like he was saying, they were freeloaders and they were supposed to protect the place and they were hanging around and stuff. But now the farm is in need and they all depend on that farm. It belongs to all of them, not just one guy who can defend it. It's all about, like, the ones that fought for the farm, they're the ones that are going to rebuild it, and they're the ones that are gonna put value to it.
In the meantime, you got Thorgil, who's on his path for revenge and murder.
I really don't
He
know.
looks like a lion, with his mane.
I don't know what he's gonna do. If seeing him at the end feels like we're gonna see him again, but I don't think he's gonna be in a better state of mind if we ever cross paths again. So,
No.
But I'm proud. I'm proud that Canute changed his way. I'm proud that Thorfinn finally is going home. I'm proud that Snake respected us and felt that kinship with us enough that he told us his real name. And
Even though they said that it's a name that he was ashamed of because of what happened in
it's
the
a name.
past?
I think he said that he had to take on the name because what he did back home was bad enough that he was wanted.
Okay.
So it's kind of like he hid his identity because of what he did back home. He messed up, but saying his real name is a proof to me. If that's like the
Of
whole
trust.
reason, it's a sign of trust, right? I trust you guys not to get me in trouble, right? But it's because he values their efforts. Like, they offered money to Thorfinn and Einar for what they did because
they left the money.
they did say it was Olmar because like Thorfinn said, he was not supposed to be there. He was not supposed to do that. So, but he could have been a hero on the farm. Like, the word could have spread that Thorfinn is the one with Einar who got Canute to leave and not take the farm. Still, he's humble enough to be like, nope, I don't want people to know. Because he's not doing it for glory. He's not doing it for any of that.
It's a bit ironic that just like his own father, Omar built a reputation based on a lie, but it's still a bit different because Kettle's reputation is based on Iron Fist Kettle who kill people with his own hand and is a strong warrior, but Olmar's reputation is built that he made the king leave in a peaceful way.
But he is also, like, Kettle lived his life under the protection of that title without wanting to become Iron Fist Kettle, right? Without trying to become that, what he claimed to be. Whereas Olmar is saying that, they're saying that Thorfinn did the deal. They're saying it's Olmar, but he is aiming to be
He
just
wants
like
to become
Thorfinn.
just like Thorfinn, yeah.
And, like, to be fair, he was going there anyway to make that deal with Canute. It's just that if he had done it, they would have lost the farm. There's no way he would have forced or convinced Canute to change his mind. But I'm really, really happy. And now I'm just fucking ready to go to Iceland.
I have a question for you. Why do you think that Kettle was still crying at the end?
Because he lost everything. He lost so much. He lost our need. He lost men. He caused the deaths of so many people. He lost the respect he lost what he thought was respect. But he got also the truth thrown at his face about how, like, he thought, like, he was going out there to work with the people and he thought they had a relationship based on respect and that they loved him and stuff. But when faced with carnage and death, like, the truth came out that we're only following you because you're in power, buddy. Like, this is an illusion. All of his dreams were broken. That's why I think he's crying. but he's still alive, and his son became a man in that moment, and now he makes me proud, and everyone is working together to rebuild the farm on equal ground, with all of them having like calluses and scars on their hands. Like, it's not about who's in power, it's not about who's forcing whom to work. They're all on the same level, and if you can keep it that way, great, the future will be beautiful. You're still alive, buddy, you can do better. But yeah, I understand why he's crying. He lost everything. And most of it his own fault, but...
Oh, yeah. And I mean, what I love about that season in particular is the fact that it's when someone loses everything that you can that they can show their true character.
Thorfinn is a good example of what he's trying to do for others. This season was what he's trying to give those that have nowhere else to go. When you're at the bottom of the barrel, you're drowning in the dark oceans, or you're lost in the dark woods of hell and stuff, like just like Arnie, Gardar, or Thorfinn at the beginning, there might still be a way up and out of there if you look close enough, if you find those friends, if you find this path, if you have that Vinland, right? So Thorfinn found a solution to his hell, and now he's trying to give that solution to others. So this season is basically his goal, what he's trying to do to others. And like the way we got there is beautiful.
That despite everything, despite hell on earth, there is still hope somewhere, someday.
Yeah. Like he said, Canute will create his utopia the way he believes is right. And all we can do is try to survive it. Like, if he had not decided to change his ways, right? Thorfinn is going to give those that don't fit a solution. If you think there's no way out, he's going to give you a way out. Because he found the way out for himself. It's just a good thing, too, that because of what he said, now Canute is not so dead set on achieving his utopia no matter what. Like, he's actually going to make an effort not to take the easy way out, or not to take the simple solutions. So it's going to work out.
As many casualties, please.
Well, yeah. So that's good. Now, there's one episode left, and I want it to be Iceland.
We want to see Thorfinn's family again, his mom, his sister, please.
Yes, I want a big reunion. I want the clash of I've been through so much and you do not understand, and I want to set up season 3. So we'll see next episode, but I'm very excited. Thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't want up, the next one will be on YouTube next week. So we're gonna see you then, guys.
Bye!